With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tale of the Toaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11 Go Chrono Stones Thunderflash. In the last episode, football seemed to have been erased, and then this purple-haired chap called Alpha has taken us over to a beach area, which the bottom screen is calling the Bodacious Beach. Where is this beach? Why are we here? How did we get here? I don't have the answer to any of those things. We simply have to go and find the answer for ourselves up here in this second area.
This place, it's... Come on, Sweet Pea. It's time to get going. Okay. Mom! And that's me. This is that time in Okinawa. Is this a dream? Oh, the doggy. Wait, Arion. No, I'm not dreaming. This is the day when I was first introduced to football 10 years ago. But how?
You do not need to comprehend. You must simply come to terms with the new reality unfolding before you. From this day, football will mean nothing to you.
Arion! Yes, this was the place. This is where I fell in love with football. After that ball saved my life, I devoted my life to football.
Initiating corrections.
Arion! Arion!
Divergence point interrupt. Correction complete. Don't worry, you didn't die. You recovered fully 1 month forward of these time coordinates. But your football has now been erased.
What? What? Football! I must...
The unnecessary memories are being erased from your brain. That's it. It's over. Mission complete.
Wait. I love football.
What?
I love football. I really love it. Football means everything to me. I must protect it, no matter what.
Impossible.
There's no way I could forget it. I won't let you take football away from me.
What is happening? The timeline interrupt does not seem to have affected Arion Sherwind. He intends to fight this new version of reality.
But that's absurd. That shouldn't even be within the realms of possibility.
It's an interesting development. We shall have to continue our observations.
Roger. Will comply.
What? Who are you talking to?
Situation resolved. A new plan has been proposed.
Teleport mode. What just happened?
You should be glad. Now it's time for your beloved football to take center stage.
Your football players.
Such a trivial term is inadequate to describe us. We are time agents and are permitted to intervene in the flow of time. Our mission is to create a new timeline, one where football is erased erased from the world.
That's crazy!
Affirmative. We will erase football.
I won't let you erase football! Heavenly Horse Arch Pegasus!
Ah, your fighting spirit is pitiful. I've never come up against anything like this before. Affirmative. And you never will again.
Well, did you enjoy that? Do you feel it now? That is the true terror of football. Football is pain, it is hardship, and it is suffering. We don't need pain and suffering, and we don't need football.
We do! We do need football!
Huh?
We do need football, don't we? That's what you wanted to say, right? Huh? Who?
Who is this?
My name is Fei Rune. And like you, Arion, I believe that we do need football. Are you enjoying ganging up on him? Well, now that the numbers are more equal, how about we sort this out football style? Equal? 2 against 11 isn't my idea of equal. Don't worry. Just leave this to me.
Understood. We will wait. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
So it seems as though we're going to be playing football in just a moment with this bright-haired young man named Fei. Let it be reminded that we have not played football in any capacity yet in this game. This has to count as our tutorial against this... I don't even know how to describe them, but they want to erase football, and this alpha chap seems mighty threatening. But we simply have to take him on as our first match in the game. You wouldn't call it beginner friendly exactly.
How about this? What?
Very well.
Gammon, I'm literally expecting like a lot of customers in again today.
Oh, we're gonna get pretty busy for sure.
Right. Well, if we're all set, it'd be rad if you could start with... Gammon? Are you there? Typical. He would slope off just as we were about to open. That's like so not cool.
Huh? Where'd this mic come from? If you would be so kind. Oh, like sure. Leave it to me, mysterious dudes. Player data from both teams has been implanted into this man's brain. He will provide commentary on the match. We hear that commentary is a vital part of the football experience.
Yeah, I guess.
We have registered our team name as Protocol Omega. Your team name remains unclear, however.
Haha. This was a bit of an improvisation, so we haven't thought of a name yet. Let's see. How about...
board's waxed, because the Protocol Omega versus the Sherwinds match is about to begin.
Well, they're fortunately level 1, so are we, but we're getting genuinely thrust into the match, not only against a team that we've never faced before, but also as a team that we've never faced before. Arion is just what you'd expect. He's still got Easy Breezy and Zephyr Shot from the last games, but he's back to level 1, as you would expect. Still a first year, so we're still in that kind of timeline. This game takes place 3 months after the last one. He does also have access to his fighting spirit Arch Pegasus, as you can see. And these are going to be our teammates. This is Fei Rune, the guy who's jumped in to help us out. He's a forward with one move, which is Bouncing Bunny. And then all of these guys are referred to as duplies of Fei, which basically means they don't actually exist, and it's some, like, the explanation is that it's a form of fighting spirit that you can't actually use in the game unless you're controlling these teams. That's how they've decided to explain the existence of these guys, but you'd think just for generic filler people that, well, I say generic filler people, that's the point, they don't look generic at all. They could have just filled this team with complete randoms that don't look like anything, but they actually put a lot of time into making them look cool, which I appreciate, because I like the Sherwinds, they're all cool. But also these guys are something to worry about, to say the least. Protocol Omega, captained by the forward Alpha, who has Spin Meister as his shooting move, and they have a full team of reserves as well, which we don't. Let's figure this out on the spot, eh? On the Bodacious Beach, which we've now confirmed to be in Okinawa, because that's where Mr. Gammon came from.
Kick-off time! I'm broadcasting to you live, direct from Bodacious Beach!
Here we go. Kick-off time. We'll give it straight to Fei. Commencing operations. Ouch! Poor little Gremlin never stood a chance. Protocol Omega whisked that ball away with outrageous speed. What happened?
Don't worry. Your eyes just need to get used to working at this speed. Come on, let's keep up the fight.
He stopped? What is he thinking?
Go for it, Arion. Now you have a chance to steal the ball back from them.
Okay. Which, yeah, we have to be told how to do, just in case anybody's jumping into the series with the 5th game, with basic dribbling commands, which I'd rather explain in practice, of course. This would be a lot to take in if this was genuinely your first Inazuma 11 game, but thankfully the entire action around us is paused, so we can do it. We can now pick either left or right to take the ball from someone, so there's now an element of guesswork. I'm going to pick the right, which Alpha also chose. We still managed to take it from him, but a correct guess in that scenario will make your sliding kick stronger. And sometimes, if you pick the wrong answer, then you won't even get to sliding tackle them in the first place. Brand new mechanic for this game, works pretty well. But yes, I got it!
Confirming Arion Sherwind's abilities, all within reported parameters. Never mind the parameters, Arion. Just try shooting.
Not likely.
I'm open, Arion. Pass to me. Okay, here we go.
And of course, if you want to take a shot, just click on the goal and either go with a shoot, which is more powerful, a chip shot, which is more accurate, or a special move, which is understandably better than both. We're going with Bouncing Bunny.
Bouncing Bunny!
Huh, how about that?
Not bad, I must say.
time to stop this child's play.
Let's wipe them out.
Sovereign of the skies, Feng wins! Overboard!
Whoa! Did you guys just see that? One of the players just maxed out. Off the Richter scale, doesn't even cover it. What? He transformed? What kind of power is that? That's what we call an armorified fighting spirit. The spirit envelops the body, becoming a kind of armor and changing your appearance. You can't stay in this armorified form for too long, but you can access far superior powers than with a regular fighting spirit. Armorified fighting spirit? Using the fighting spirit as armor? You can really do that? Indeed we can. I mean, this tutorial right now is completely unrelated. It's just you can tap on opponents to automatically move towards them. That was in the last game as well. Very, very useful. We're even going to try it by tapping on Alpha. Not that I think we can take the ball from an armorified fighting spirit. Not even close. But nevertheless, we've got to keep doing it in practice. And, you know, nice of them to get all the basic mechanics like dribbling, moving, and shooting out of the way so quickly so that we can jump right into the brand new one. Armorified Fighting Spirit. I don't have too much time to talk about them in detail as a mechanic, but what I can say is that we don't stand a chance of taking the ball from this guy while he's using it. He is running down his meter a fair amount, as you can see, but is still completely unopposed on his path to the goal. Not even Fractal Repeller is anywhere near to taking it from him. We might as well try to stop it, but Shoot Command 01, all of the Protocol Omega moves are unnamed in practice. They do have names, we're just not allowed to see them for some reason. A Breathtaker was hardly breathtaking, exactly.
Resume mission.
Still, in Japan they call it perfect breast, so what a shot. Don't worry, it's just one goal. Come on, let's start the counter-attack. Okay. And we'll do so by passing, of course. That's the one generic mechanic that we haven't tried yet. As if we learned about armorified fighting spirits before we even learned how to pass the ball. But nevertheless, we will go into... No! That was meant to be me dragging the player called Harry forward, but instead she just kicked it out of the way. Indeed, female players, we didn't have any of those in Inazuma 11 Go Light and Shadow because that was an actual regulation tournament. But here, yeah, this isn't a competition match, so sure, and I picked the wrong option. So now you can see what happens if you choose right or left and it's the wrong one. It's going to get a little bit hard for me to get used to, actually, because in Inazuma 11 Go Light and Shadow, you would always just be pressing the right-hand side for a sliding tackle, whereas clicking the left would be a slightly weaker regular tackle, which helped you keep possession of the ball more easily, but no one ever used it after the first few level ups in the game. But right now we cannot take this ball. Alpha's fighting spirit has worn off at least, so it can do that simply by being active. Much unlike regular fighting spirits, which will never just wear off randomly in the middle of a battle, an armorified fighting spirit is timed. But you can also, if you want, switch back to a regular fighting spirit while you've got the armorified one open, and then you wouldn't be so restricted like that. Now, Arion, you need to get back here and let me take a shot with running in the 90s Zephyr shot. See if we can actually get it past this goalkeeper. He's got a pretty good move. I just wish we'd get to know the name of it instead of calling it... Well, he's not even going to use it, actually, so we're going to get a goal here. Fair enough, 1-1. Say this is the tutorial match. There's a lot to it, but we're already even with these guys. No, you won't get another chance. Why is your name Hotel? I mean, I do love a good hotel, but as a name for a player, still at least it's better than this guy who literally just called Mike. so the left and right thing with the dribbling, by the way, it's not a genuine 50-50. You know, the more stats you have on your blocking power, then you have well more than a 50% chance of getting it right. But if you're kind of evenly matched, that's what brings it down to a more 50-50 kind of scenario. Put it this way, it always helps to make the right guess, and it's hardly helpful to get the wrong guess. But a wrong guess won't mean for absolute sure that you won't take the ball from them. It just means you'll have a little bit less power in the process. Now let's use Fractal Repeller, because this is a brand new move. One of many, many brand new moves for Chrono Stones, which goes some way to fixing the problems of Go Light, which really didn't have enough moves in it. But this game has plenty. It's not so much of a problem here. And that's just one example of one. Fractal Repeller, nice stuff. Is Fei offside? Fei is offside, so I made a mistake there. Yeah, there's no in-game tutorial to teach you about the offside rule. That would be nice, but they have so much to teach in terms of gameplay that they certainly don't have the time to teach you how football works in general. And this isn't Mario Tennis, which takes you all the way through that.
Should have known it would be hard for the Doofies to stay on. But we don't need much longer. Oh, looks like the first half's almost over. It is, but that's not what I